What is the mission at Providence? Well, I was thinking in answer to that question, I might try to connect it to a documentary that recently aired called The Social Dilemma. And in this documentary, which I showed to my juniors and my seniors over the course of 3 days, we analyzed it, they're exploring the problem that social media has created in our culture. They talk about the addiction, they talk about political polarization, but there was one point in the documentary which really stood out to me. They talked about what they called the problem underneath or beneath all the other problems. They said that Americans no longer have a shared understanding of truth. And they divided this up really into two different questions. The first question is there truth to be found? And that's really the urgent question, right? Because if there's not, then what's the point of trying to go out and find it? What's the point of rational discussion, of civil discourse, of open inquiry, right? There's nothing to find. What we're left with is power, and people using power to impose their arbitrary, subjective values on others, right? So you get what? Manipulation, you get fear tactics, you get cancel culture, censorship, all of the things that we're seeing today. So the second question, where to find truth, the documentary has no answers to that. And we really shouldn't be surprised, though, by that, because before we even had the internet, before we had social media, we were already a post-truth culture. We were already radically pluralistic, relativistic, numerous different competing worldview truth claims. And so there was already a sense in which we can't find the truth, right? So the tech just intensified that problem. And that's really what they're calling the social dilemma. Now, it's at that point that I think we can talk about the mission of Providence. I believe we exist here to solve that dilemma, that social dilemma. Take the first question. Is there truth to be found? The answer is absolutely. We teach this from kindergarten to 12th grade. In fact, the room I'm sitting in right now, the kindergarten room, as I walked in, on the board right here, it says God is truth. It talks about absolute truth, absolute order, right? So in kindergarten, they're being taught this. In 8th grade, in the logic class, they have an entire unit on the nature of truth. We talk about truth being that which corresponds to reality, to facts, okay? So truth is not to be confused with our feelings. Facts and feelings are clean different things. We talk about the fact that you can believe something that's false. You can disbelieve something that's true, right? So the goal is to get out in contact with reality, with facts. Now, that's setting us up to answer the second question, where is truth to be found? And it's there that we at PCS confess with the historic Christian church that it's found in Jesus Christ. He is the ultimate source, the ultimate authority. He is the light of the world. And as Lewis said, he believed in Christianity like he believed in the sun, not only because he saw it, but because by it he saw everything. And here at PCS, we let the light of Christ shine on every aspect of our studies. Math, science, history, politics, psychology, you name it. We apply the Christian worldview as a system of thought to every aspect of our lives. We totally reject the modern idea that Christianity is a personal, private, devotional cult, okay? It's a comprehensive worldview that affects every aspect of our lives. And that is an important point as well, that the truth is there to transform us. It's there to be lived out. And we're concerned that these students here not only understand with their minds, but that they would feel with their hearts the importance of obeying Christ in the totality of their lives. Whether they are engineers, doctors, homemakers, whatever, they're to submit to Christ's lordship in every aspect of their lives. And then they're to go out into the culture and impact that culture with the light of the gospel, to bring it into that darkness, and to really ultimately solve that social dilemma.